I don't know if this is normal. I don't know if this is dangerous, but I'm gonna tell you what I did to make this work. I appreciate you clicking on this video. Like, subscribe, click all the stuff down below. Black Flag, use TripleRwoods at checkout. Right now I'm drinking some Deep Blue. It's kind of a lemonade, blueberry lemonade flavor if you ask me. If you're new to Black Flag, my personal opinion is one serving is more than one water bottle. So like 2 water bottles or an halogen jug, something like that, I think that's one serving. If you just put it in like 1 water jug, it's gonna seem really strong. So just FYI if you're a first timer to Black Flag. But use TripleRwoods at checkout, it'll save you some money, free shipping, no tax. It's a great deal, appreciate it. Let's get into it. All right, so appreciate you clicking on this one today. It's kind of a bittersweet video because I have really tried to make this UV sight, this UV Slider 2 work. I've even ordered the custom wrap. I've had it on different bows. I killed a deer with it last year on a Mach 30. The first time I really stretched it out, I couldn't get the distance I wanted to get out of it. The bar's shorter. I love the ergonomics of it. I don't love like that the first and second axis are slave to each other. So if you're into the Tim Gillingham, Paige Pierce thing where they're changing the bars and all that, I've tried that. It just doesn't work for me. I can't get it to hit consistently. It wants to hit left. I've ran this bar all the way out that I can. It's maxed out left and still hitting a little left. So like at the last Shot 3D I went to, I mentioned that in the video about I can't go any further left. It's just gonna hit left today. So I'm done with it. I've given up on it. We're breaking up. Me and this Ultraview sight are not gonna make it any longer. It's a sweet looking sight. I really believe if you're shooting like a Matthews or something like that, you'd have no issues. I think it's kind of made for that bridge lock and just having that little bit of movement to come over. I think you'd do great with it. It just doesn't work for me. If you've had Sicario or any other bow that's this year that are running the pick mount, have you had that issue where you're as far left as you can go, you're shooting a bullet hole through paper, you're shimmed over like you should be, you're in tight? I mean, I've tried it both ways. I can't get it any further left. So just as far as it getting sighted in, I've had issues with that. Even though my arrow is flying true and straight, I can't get my sight sighted in because I can't move it far enough over. And I've tried a ton of different things. So I've taken it to the bow shops, I've done everything. So we're gonna take this off. I've got something new to try, which really isn't new, but it's new to the sight. It's the dialed proof pick mount in bottomland. So we're gonna get this off. It'll probably be on the eBay store, so check that out if you hadn't already. And we'll be getting the dialed proof mounted up and sighted in, and hopefully we'll see how it looks, see how it shoots. So I'm not gonna say that the proof is perfect and there's nothing I would change and nothing I would try to improve on it, but for the most part, I think it is, if not the best, one of the best sights on the market right now. A, it looks great, obviously, but B, it's got some really cool features. Again, I can adjust the second and third axis all independently. I don't have to have any of them be slave to the other. And I know they say that coming from the shop, it's gonna be perfect and all that. Well, mine didn't seem to be. And I hadn't had any drops or anything like that that would have affected, I wouldn't think. But mine didn't work like I'd hoped. So this is the 3 adjustable vertical one. This is one of the reasons I want to update this, because this will be my hunting bow. This will be one that I actually take out and hunt. So I wanted to be able to have the 20, 30, 40 vertical pins like you would see on most others. So another reason to upgrade from the UV is I wanted to be able to adjust those pins independently. Looks great. We're going to shoot a 300 spine HLR. Probably not going to be what I hunt with. This is coming in at 410, and I shot it at, I just had these already built, so I used it at a Shot 3D. Probably not what I'm going to hunt with. I love the tack vanes, don't get me wrong, but I've grown fond of some other vanes, so I'll have a whole nother build just for what my actual hunting arrow will be. But for now, I'm going to run these because I do want to get this bow set up and tuned up for broadheads, because we're going to have a big broadhead testing video coming up, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that. But for now, let's go see if we can get on paper, start getting some marks, and go from there. All right, one thing we're going to do before we get out there is make sure everything's level as far as the sight, the bar, the bubble, the string. everything seems to be pretty good and level. I want to make sure this bar is level all the way through, so I normally check at the top and bottom. Yep. I mean, right out of the package, it's perfect, so that's good to know. We're at about 10 yards. Try to work our way back. Whew. So stock, it's gonna come like the middle of the bar. It definitely needs to come up, which is good. That means we'll get a lot more clearance. Kind of assumed that. Should have probably put it into practice before. All right, so we've got this pretty close. I want to get my 20, get this like moving on the slide so that I can have full rotation of this once we get out and actually get to sighting in. But I want this to hold, this whole thing to be my 20 to move up on this, so then I get the full rotation of the dial itself. So we're close. Still probably a little low. I could probably come down a little bit, but we're going to be close at 20 right there. So I'm going to back on up and see if we can get 20. Man. All right, so I don't know if this is normal. I don't know if this is dangerous, but I'll tell you what I did to make this work. So as you can see, I am maxed out. I cannot go any further left. I'm hitting left. I've got big shim over here, small shim over here, pushed it over all the way to the left. I am actually just a little outside of zero. I've gone inside of zero. I've flipped these around, still hitting left no matter what I do. I've done one shim on, big shim on the right, one big shim on the left, still hitting left. Don't know what it is. I've tried my grip. I've changed my grip. Never had an issue with PSC grips. I've always thought they were the best, like, comfortable grip. So I don't know what I could change on that. I've got the UV knock-on grip here. I don't know. But what I did, I flipped this pick mount so that the lip part is on the inside of the bow. So it was not this way when I got it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but this little inside lip was on the outside. Did I get it backwards? Did they have it flipped upside down when they shipped it to me? Wrong? I don't know, but I just flipped it over to where this inside lip part's on the inside of the bow now. So I get a little bit more that way movement, if that makes sense. And now it seems to be working fine. So let's double check it, but flipping that over, giving me a little more left. Now I still don't like that I'm maxed out here. I don't like that I'm pretty maxed out on my limb shim, my 220 shim system. I don't necessarily like everything maxed out, but that's where I'm at. I'm shooting 300 spine, so it's not like I'm too weak of a spine arrow, but 300 spine, cut really short for this arrow. So I mean, it's as short as I can get it. So I feel like I'm pretty stiff. I don't think it's an arrow issue at all. These are HLRs. They're not Scentlok or something. Let's shoot it, see if we can get a 20, see if we can get some more marks, and see if it stays true where 20 actually is 20. We're dead center. Maybe a little bit low, but we're pretty well dead center. So what I'm gonna do, and I've already shot it some, and I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up some fletchings. I don't have enough arrows to be doing that. So I'm going to adjust this dial to where the zero line is at that indicator, so that I can start there and go up from there. All right, so we've moved just this one, not the inside one, to where the zero line of test is our 20 mark. So if we get off, we can come back and at least we know we got 20. So let's go see if we can find 30, 40, see how well it shoots. All right, so this is 30. I don't know, I'd say 10 yards is about to the 5 on the indicator. We'll see. Hopefully we stay in the center and we don't start drifting one side or the other. Okay, we're still on the white. Looks like we're flying pretty good too. Let's go to 40. All right, this is 40. I'm gonna guess 5 more, which will be about 10. Will get me to 40. We're on the left side of the dot, but we are in the dot. All right, so here's what we're looking at here. This one was 20. I think 30 was this one on the left side. And you can see these 3 or 4 were, 30 and 40. They're they're trending left, like they're still hugging the left side of this dot. But before, they were over here, like nearly in the black, if not in the black. So I'm gonna see if I can tune a little bit of that out, maybe playing with the rest a little bit, but we're at least able to get it over. We're at least able to get it in the dot, around the dot. All right, so we're gonna check our paper tune again. I actually had it shooting a bullet hole, and I've done a lot of tweaks since then. So let's see how we're doing now. Perfect. I mean, just perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm not changing anything on that. As far as flight goes, spot on. All right, so we are well on our way to getting this thing dialed in and just perfect. I'm gonna check the level of everything again with the string. 20 to 40 were pretty good. We're gonna stretch it obviously out, you know, well past that, but just getting started. We're shooting a bullet hole. We seem to be shooting straight arrows. They're grouping really good. The problem I don't have is they're grouping left no matter what I do. And I know some people say it's grip, it's grip, it's grip, it's grip. I've shot PSE bows for 5 years. The grip hadn't changed, okay? So I don't know. Tell me, is this right here gonna cause me a problem? Is flipping this pick mount around gonna be an issue? Did it just get sent to me wrong? Look at your PSE and tell me, is this lip, the bigger lip side on the inside of the bow or the outside of the bow? Mine came to me on the outside of the bow. I couldn't hit anywhere close to the center dot no matter how much I shot. I'm maxed out here. I've done all the research on this. I've done all the checks. I'm kind of wondering if this isn't just backwards, if this pick mount just didn't come to me backwards. Has anybody ever had to do that before? Let me know what you think. The little bit I've been shooting it like that, there's no negative things that I can find. It's shooting fantastic. It's shooting great, grouping great, it's fast, shooting a bullet hole. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it like that and run it. We'll stretch it on out and get some long bombs out of it, but let me know what you think. Is that a problem? Is there anything I should be worried about doing that? Flipping that pick mount over? Either way, we're gonna send it. We're gonna see what kind of length we can get, distance we can get out of this sight and this arrow combo. I was able to shoot, the max I could get out of the UV slider was 130. So like 130 was the max my slider would move. So if I can get over 130 with this, it'd be pretty awesome. So stick around, like, subscribe. We're gonna get this thing dialed in, get ready for deer season. We're gonna be testing broadheads. I've got another tack coming up in Utah. So a lot of stuff going on. You wanna stick around, like, subscribe, check it out. If you're gonna buy an e-bike, look at Rambo Bikes, put TripleRwoods in the discount code. I can't believe Rambo's letting me give this big of a discount. So you definitely wanna check it out. Put something in the cart, hit that discount code, see what it'll save you. I think you'll be impressed. I think you'll be surprised. A lot of people have been buying bikes and I think they've been happy about it. So you should too. Have a good one.